You ever get that feeling the Chargers are just one step away from something big, but there's always that missing piece? Well, today might be the day things start clicking. New moves are shaking up the roster. A potential blockbuster signing could transform our offensive line, and there's a surprising name on the radar to boost our offense. And if I told you a strategic decision may have just revealed exactly who we're targeting in the draft? That's right, Chargers fans. Things are heating up, so get comfortable, because what's coming next is going to catch everyone off guard. We've been saying it forever. If the Chargers want to take this offense to another level, Justin Herbert needs better protection, and it looks like the front office is finally listening. The hottest rumor right now? A four-time Pro Bowl center could be heading to L.A., Ryan Kelly from the Indianapolis Colts. Let's cut to the chase. Bradley Bozeman, our current center, struggled last season. According to Pro Football Focus, he ranked 29th among all centers. That's just not going to cut it for a team serious about making a playoff run. Now compare that to Ryan Kelly. He gave up just 1 sack in 2024, while Bozeman allowed 4. In run blocking, Kelly graded out at 71, 9, while Bozeman was stuck at 64, 7. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about his age and injuries? Yeah, Kelly is 32 and missed 7 games last year, but when healthy, the guy still plays at a high level. And here's the best part. He won't break the bank. Projections have him landing a 1-year deal worth around $10 million. For a team that needs to shore up the O-line without wrecking the cap, this is exactly the kind of move that makes sense. Just imagine the impact. A proven, battle-tested center giving Herbert the time he needs to let it fly to our playmakers. With Jim Harbaugh running the show and an offense set to be way more physical in 2025, a dominant center could be the missing piece to solidify this unit. Obviously, not everyone's on the same page. Some fans see this as a no-brainer, while others want the Chargers to invest in a younger option through the draft. But one thing's for sure, if they land Ryan Kelly, there won't be any excuses for this offensive line not to deliver. And this is just the beginning. Because the next move could completely reshape our offense, and it's not just another minor roster tweak. Jim Harbaugh made it clear from the start. He wants a tough, physical offense that doesn't put everything on Herbert's shoulders, and that philosophy is already shaping the roster. Last Friday, we got hit with a major shakeup. The Chargers are moving on from a veteran running back. Gus Edwards is out. A lot of fans saw this coming, but now it's official. According to Adam Schefter, the team is preparing to release the veteran back, raising big questions about the future of the running back room. Last year, the Chargers committed heavily to the run game. J.K. Dobbins and Edwards were brought in to revamp the ground attack, but things didn't exactly go as planned. Dobbins took over as the lead back. In just 13 games, he rushed for nearly 1,000 yards, while Edwards barely cracked 300. And to make matters worse for him, rookie Kamani Vidal emerged late in the season, cutting into his snaps even further. When it was all said and done, Edwards became an expensive backup the team just couldn't justify keeping. So what does this mean moving forward? First off, it signals that Harbaugh and GM Joe Hortiz already have a clear plan for the backfield. With Edwards gone, Dobbins looks locked in as the RB1. But the real question is who will complement him. Vidal? Maybe. But there's a strong chance the Chargers target a physical, explosive running back in the draft, someone who fits Harbaugh's hard-nosed philosophy. And of course, fans are split. Some see this as a logical move given Edwards' decline, while others worry about cutting a veteran without having a proven replacement lined up. But hold on, because the next move could shake up the entire NFL. The Chargers are eyeing a major weapon for the offense, and this deal could send shockwaves across the league. Last season made it painfully clear, this team can't just rely on Keenan Allen and Mike Williams in the passing game. And now, the front office might be targeting a game-changing receiver to fix that problem. We all know Justin Herbert needs more weapons. The arrival of Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman means we're going to see a more run-heavy attack, but Herbert still needs dynamic playmakers who can stretch the field. Enter DK Metcalf. He's big, fast, and a matchup nightmare. He'd instantly give the Chargers an elite presence in the passing game. But as always in the NFL, there's a catch. The Seahawks are demanding a massive haul for him, which could make negotiations tricky. And that's where a new name enters the conversation. Chris Olave from the New Orleans Saints. According to insider John Sigler, Olave might be on the trade block due to his concussion history. In 2024 alone, he suffered 2, bringing his total to 5 since college. That's got the Saints hesitant about giving him a long-term extension. So why would Olave make sense for the Chargers? Simple. When healthy, he's a playmaker. He topped 1,000 yards in each of his first 2 NFL seasons, is still on a rookie deal through 2026, and would cost significantly less in draft capital and salary compared to Metcalf. The big question, do the Chargers gamble on a talented but injury-prone receiver or go all in on Metcalf despite the high price tag? The fan base is already debating, and this decision could define the offense's future. And speaking of the future, the Chargers might have just dropped a huge hint about their draft plans. If you think this team has made some bold moves already, wait until you hear what's next. LA isn't just making moves for the present, they might have just tipped their hand on who they're targeting in the draft. What if I told you that the release of Gus Edwards was more than just a cap move? It might have signaled exactly who they're planning to take with the 22nd overall pick. Let's connect the dots. Edwards gets cut, freeing up about $3 million in cap space. But here's where it gets interesting. Analysts are already linking the Chargers to Omarion Hampton, the standout running back from North Carolina. Hampton is an absolute beast. At 6'3" and nearly 220 pounds, he's got speed, power, and elite athleticism. Exactly the kind of back Harbaugh loves. He posted an insane 962 athletic score, drawing comparisons to Adrian Peterson, and his production off the charts. Over the last 2 seasons, he racked up more than 3,100 rushing yards and 30 touchdowns, proving he can carry an offense. Now think about this. The Chargers still might re-sign J.K. Dobbins, but his injury history is a huge concern. Vidal showed flashes, but he's unproven as a lead back. That leaves a massive opening for a dominant rookie like Hampton to step in and take over immediately. And here's something interesting. Multiple experts have already pegged Hampton as a perfect fit for L.A. Harbaugh's system is built around a strong ground game, and pairing Hampton with Dobbins could give the Chargers a backfield similar to what the Lions have with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. So the question is, will the Chargers actually spend a first-round pick on a running back? It's one of the biggest wild cards of the draft. But one thing's for sure, cutting Edwards leaves a clear hole in the depth chart, and Hampton might be the ideal piece to fill it. Now I want to hear from you. Was this a strategic move, or are we just reading too much into it? Should the Chargers take Hampton, or focus on another position? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This debate is just getting started. The Chargers' offseason is heating up, and every move could be the final piece that turns this team into a legit playoff contender. An elite center to protect Herbert, a shakeup in the backfield, a potential blockbuster at receiver, and a rising star in the draft. It's all coming together. Do you like where this team is headed, or would you go a different direction? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button. See you in the next video.